Last year's Disney Infinity brought toys to life without ever forgetting the fun of playing with toys. For Disney Infinity 2.0, I expected a major advancement in gameplay on top of the addition of Marvel's mightiest heroes to the party. The name certainly implies it, but while it brings some smart improvements and Toy Box mode continues to evolve and impress, elsewhere this sort of sequel feels more like a downgrade. Nowhere is this more keenly felt than in the story mode. The starter pack contains a single playset based on the Avengers and physical toys of Iron Man, Thor and Black Widow. The toys are great and desirable in their own right, but when I stopped playing with them and went to play with their in-game counterparts, I quickly missed the variety of having 3 distinct worlds, as was the case in Disney Infinity 1.0. Marvel's universe is certainly rich enough to compensate, but the Avengers set is disappointingly small, bland and soon repetitive. The plot centres on Loki invading Manhattan, unleashing an army of frost giants hell-bent on bringing about a new ice age. And while the city certainly feels cold and lifeless, it has absolutely nothing to do with the ice slowly encrusting Stark Tower. Finishing the campaign took me somewhere between 4 and 5 hours, yet it felt much longer, and not in a good way. Manhattan is such an integral part of Marvel's universe, yet it feels badly served here. Parts of the city are off limits. You can't fly through Central Park, for example, and I couldn't find the Baxter Building or the Daily Bugle. It never feels like Marvel's Manhattan. It's drab and lifeless. Even on the PlayStation 4 version I played, the environments lack detail and some of the cutscenes are really quite rough around the edges. That feeling of emptiness is compounded by the mission's lack of variety. They all involve reaching waypoints and pummeling wave after wave of frost giants, and that's pretty much it for the duration. The more playful aspects of Disney Infinity have mysteriously disappeared this time around. This is all the more frustrating since improvements have definitely been made to the characters and combat, with skill trees and new moves being added. But there's a complete absence of worthy, intelligent adversaries to warrant exploring these new systems. Even the climactic battle with Loki himself is indistinguishable from earlier encounters. Playsets are just one part of the Disney Infinity experience though. Toy Box, where everything you collect and all your toys exist side by side, is a huge attraction, and strangely it's where Infinity really embraces the Marvel license. You can decorate your worlds with Easter eggs and loads of charming Marvel paraphernalia. It's also much easier to get started in Toy Box than it is in 1.0. There's a whole range of new tools which will help you get started. Manual building is also much more satisfying and fluid thanks to a redesigned interface. Toy Box is still the place where Disney Infinity really shines. Disney Infinity 2.0 is uneven and undercooked, and isn't the major upgrade I was expecting. It lacks the playful fun and diversity of gameplay that came included in the 1.0 package last year. A few things are better though. Characters, old and new, feel more distinct, and combat has been improved, and the Toy Box has made creation more inviting and less overwhelming. It feels very much like a franchise that's still finding its way, but I hope it doesn't forget that what made it fun wasn't the cool characters it had at its disposal, but the way in which it played with them. For all things Marvel, stay right here on IGN.